The Overwatch Workshop is probably the best feature that has ever been added to the game. The huge hype created around the release of the workshop on the PTR end of April shows that Overwatch is far from being dead, and that the community just needed some incentive to go wild. So when does the new workshop feature will go live? In this video, I will compare Blizzard's patch schedules and look at the overall Overwatch agenda to determine the most probable release date for the workshop. Then I will talk about its future in terms of development, impact on the game, and long-term perspectives. And finally, in the tip of the day, I will give you my number one advice to get started with the workshop. Hey guys, Alex here for Overwatch Limbo, bringing you a true experience of a competitive mode to learn, improve and grow together as better players. So if you're new here, I publish every few days guides, reviews and debunked videos to dig deeper into my Grandmaster journey. And from now on also trendy topics analysis like this one. So consider subscribing for more content like this and hitting that bell icon to make sure to be notified of all my future content. The workshop is amazing. There's so much you can do with it if you put the time and effort necessary to get your head around it. But for now, it's only available on the PTR for PC players. So when will the workshop go live? Blizzard clearly said they want to release the feature on both PC and console at the same time. And one of the reasons of the huge size of the patch that has been updating the console versions of the game recently was to prepare for such a feature. So we can expect Blizzard to take the time necessary to release the workshop on both PC and consoles together. But the workshop is not the typical patch material stuff. It allows players to play around all the gameplay features of the game to tweak maps and heroes. Usually, the developers will change some values and add maybe some new abilities with new heroes or reworks before putting those to a test for a few weeks to spot eventual bugs and balance problems. But with a workshop, we are talking about an infinite amount of possible interactions. There's no way that Blizzard can actually prevent bugs, glitches and crashes that will inevitably appear. All they can do is to make sure that the architecture of the workshop works smoothly and offers all the functions needed to create awesome game modes. So it requires a lot of testing, and more importantly a lot of fixing, which the devs have been doing constantly since the release of the PTR on April 24th, listening to a lot of community feedbacks. So the question is, will the workshop be ready to be released for the next patch date, which should be next Tuesday, May 14th? I would tend to think so. Let me explain why. First, Blizzard almost always patch the live server every 4 weeks. Last patch was April 16th, the one before was March 19th, and the one before that was February 19th. So it's safe to say that the next patch should be on April 24th, 4 weeks after patch 135. And unless they release a very small patch with some bug fixes that have been uploaded last week, the only real change that has been tested on the PTR in the last month is the workshop. So a release date on May 14th is, in my opinion, very likely. But considering the size of the feature and the fact that it needs to work well on both PC and consoles, I would say there's a possibility that 3 weeks of testing won't be enough, and that the workshop will be released at a later date. In fact, it's totally possible that the workshop becomes the main attraction of the anniversary event that should start on May 21st, giving that way one more week to the developer to fix the workshop and add more stuff in it like they've been doing in the last few days. By releasing the workshop on the anniversary event starting date, Blizzard could also promote the feature by pushing the best workshop creations in the arcade mode for a few weeks, which would be unlikely to happen if they bring the workshop on the live servers the week before and release their own new game mode and map for the anniversary like rumors are suggesting. That being said, I doubt Blizzard will miss the opportunity to create further hype around the anniversary event and just emphasize on the workshop. They already teased something new will come on May 16th with the last Maximilian's appearance, so it's almost certain that a teaser of some new content will hit us that day, and that the anniversary event will bring something new to Overwatch. I will talk more about the anniversary event in another video coming soon, so to not miss it, consider subscribing. So to sum up, I believe there's 90% chances that the workshop will go live on Tuesday the 14th of May, and that the week before the anniversary event will be used to promote some new game modes. I also believe Blizzard won't just stop there. The future of Overwatch is connected to the future development of a workshop, and I could bet my only decent shirt that the devs will keep working on it and improve it. Will the community continue creating new stuff with it? And will the enthusiasm for workshop creation survive initial hype disappearance? I think so. As long as the devs are listening to feedbacks and keep adding new functionalities and fixing bugs like they've been doing so far, there's no reason for creators to stop creating. And Blizzard has a lot of room for improvement with the workshop, with new big features like hero ability redistribution, custom object upload, or even map editor, for example. But the key element that will ensure the workshop's success and increase Overwatch longevity is how good Blizzard will be at supporting and promoting workshop creations. Exactly like Counter-Strike was initially a fan-based mode for Half-Life and Dota, a Warcraft 3 amateur creation, the next big thing might come from the Overwatch Workshop. And when that happens, the devs must be prompt to surf on that revolutionary wave and boost that way Overwatch franchise popularity. So releasing the tools to allow people's creativity to thrive is just a first step. Next is to make sure that people's exuberance is rewarded and will benefit to all. Will Blizzard add the menu features needed to sort out and promote workshop creation soon? And will Blizzard continue supporting and developing the workshop? I'd be more than happy to discuss the future of Overwatch with you, so let me know what you think in the comment section below. And before I give you my number one tip to get started with the workshop, if you enjoyed the video and want more content like this one, make sure to leave it a like. It really helps the channel growing and keeps me going. I will be publishing a workshop tutorial guide and more about upcoming Overwatch events in the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't done it already, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon to be notified of all my future content. And here is the best comment of the last video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember losties, losers are not your mind. Tip of the day: the workshop interface can be initially quite overwhelming, so if you don't want to lose some precious time wandering around it and getting frustrated and discouraged trying to fix bugs and issues that will surely come up, make sure to go through some tutorials first. It might be a bit tedious, but it's definitely worth it, I guarantee it. Try it on and let me know if it works for you.